All right, hello everybody. I'm going to play a few hands of Texas Holdem, and I'm going to talk through my thought process during each hand. I am by no means an expert at Texas Holdem, but I do like to play casually with friends and online a little bit. So this won't be for any real money. It's just going to be for fun, and like I said, to talk through each hand, and we'll see how I do. So I'm going to start with 10,000 chips, and please wait for next hand. So there's one player with $113,000 in chips, and one with 600, and then me with 10,000. So a bit of a disparity in how much we each have. We'll see how this hand turns out. Pair of threes on the board. There's always full house potential when you have pair on the board. And Queen 4. There's only 3 players at the table, so a hand like Queen 4 is enticing enough, and I've got straight potential, 3, 4, 5. I'll make a small bet here. 150. Pair of 10s with a queen high. I'm just going to check. Checks all around. 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not good enough for anything. I'm just going to check. Could potentially bluff and see if they call me and I can buy the spot, but well, I can either call the 250 or bluff or fold, and I'm just going to fold. Play it safe this time around, and this guy has a pair of 7s, so obviously I would not have won. I'll call the 100 with a king 4 offsuit. Let's see here. I'll make a bet. I'll bet the full pot, 300. I guess that puts her all in. And I hit the pair of kings, and I win the hand. She just bought another $900 in chips, it looks like. I'll call the 50 with a queen 4 offsuit. Let's see. Ace and king on the board. All I have is a queen. I'm just going to check. We have a new player coming in. I'll just check again. Let's see if I can't bluff here. I'll do 200. She had the pair of 7s, so I guess if I was going to bluff, I should have bluffed with a higher amount. 3, 7 suited. I'll go ahead and call. I may not call all of these hands if it were a super competitive tournament, but since, like I said, there's no money at stake here, I'll go ahead and play. Pair of jacks on the board. I've got a gut shot straight draw. Love to see a 5 on the river. Let's go. That's a big bet. You know what? I'll call. If I hit the 5, I've got a pretty good chance of having the best hand. Although there is a flush possibility. I'm gonna check. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and fold. I bet she's either got a flush or maybe a jack or a 10. Frankly, she could have almost anything, and she's got me beat. So 3-9 of diamonds. I'll call. Checks all around. I'll go ahead and I'll bet 600. See if anybody dares to call me. It's one fold, and there's a call. Well, I've got a straight draw now. Gut shot straight draw. I need a jack. I'll go ahead and call. 650. I'm going to fold. Let's see how long I can make these $10,000 in chips last. I'm down to 6,950. Five, 7 offsuit. Well, pair of 7s. I'll check. Just heads up with this new player here. Go ahead and bet 250. And I got him to fold. My pair of 7s were enough to win, I guess. 2, 6 of clubs. I'm going to be a little bit aggressive here. I'm going to raise the full pot, 300. Well, every card on the board is higher than what I've got, so I'm just going to check. Well, 5, 6. If I hit a 7, I would have a straight, so we'll see what happens on the river. But now I have a pair of 6s. The odds that someone's holding a 8, a 9, or a king are pretty good, so I'm not going to even bother to call. And he had the straight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8 suited. 7, 8 of hearts. I'm going to go ahead and raise to just 150. Hit a pair of 7s. Got a backdoor flush draw. I'll check. All right, kings and 7s. Got 2 pair. Let's bet the full pot, 800. Got 2 folds. Tito J is thinking about it, and he raises me. Well, he might have a king. But let's see, I'll go ahead and call. I'll check to him. And he's putting me all in. Well, I'm going to call. He had the king. Well, I thought he might be bluffing, and he wasn't. I'll jump in with another $10,000 in chips and see if I can't do a little bit better this time. really enjoy analyzing poker hands, and I like watching the World Series of Poker. I like playing online, like I said. Not for any super high stakes, but just for small pots for fun, just to make it interesting. And I missed the boat there because I was talking, but I probably would not have called a 9-7 offsuit anyway. So no big opportunity lost there. Got a pair of 10s on the board. Jack, Queen, straight potential, flush potential with the hearts, and the winner is a 2-pair, the 10s and Queens. Interesting hand. Okay, here we go. 4 Jack offsuit. I don't love this hand either, but let's see. Looks like I'm the big blind, so I can just go ahead and check and see a flop. And I hit a pair of jacks. Why don't I go ahead and make a small bet, 200. Raised to 400, so I have 200 to call. I'll go ahead and call. 10 Jack, Queen King on the board. Anyone has a 9 or an ace, they have a straight. Anyone's holding 2 diamonds, they have the potential for a flush. Checks. I'm gonna go ahead and fold. There's just too good of a chance that someone has actually there's 2 opportunities for a flush, because if you have 2 clubs or 2 diamonds, there's a chance you'll hit the flush on the river. And it's a spade, so that possibility is off the table, but the straight possibility is still alive and well in there. And there you go. 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King. A low straight wins. Five, 7 offsuit. I'd love to get a good hand one of these times, maybe a high pocket pair or ace king or something like that. But for now we just gotta play what we're dealt. Although I don't think I'm going to play 5-7 offsuit. I'm gonna fold. I'm gonna sit this one out. Probably made the right choice. Yep, definitely made the right choice. 2 jacks, an ace. No one seems to be betting very much. Grown man bets 350. 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 card short of a straight, but not really missing out on anything with this hand. And 3 of a kind jacks. Wow, that's a solid hand. 5-3 suited. Let's go ahead and play this one, see what happens. Oh boy, all right, pair of 3s, flush draw, straight flush draw. I'm gonna get aggressive with this one here. I'll bet the full pot. Quick call. Let's see, I need a 4 for a straight, any spade for the flush. 4 of spades would be the straight flush. Check. And I end up with nothing except a pair of 3s. Yikes. I'm very glad this is not for any real money. I'm gonna fold. I think the odds that someone has a higher pair than me are just too great, and I'm not gonna try to bluff. Let's see if I don't know if she has the opportunity to show her cards or if she would anyway, but we'll never know. I'll go ahead and call here with a Queen 3 offsuit. This is just a brutal deal tonight. I can't catch a break. I'm going to check. That is 400. You know, I'd basically be gambling that I hit a queen and that she doesn't have an ace, and I wouldn't be responsible. That is 350. Tito J calls. Checks on the river. Well, there you go. 2 pair aces and nines. Here we go. All right. Pocket tens. Let's raise. Let's take it to 600. Well, not the flop I was hoping for, but I still like my hand here. I'm going to do another 550. Quick call. 9-10 jack. Queen would get me the straight. 10 or a jack would get me the full house. I'll go ahead and check. Let's see what she does. She checks. There's an ace. I mean, I just don't like this hand as much with what's on the board. And she's got me with the king. I mean, I just cannot catch a break. Pocket sevens. Well, here we go again. I'll play this a little slower. I'll be as aggressive. I'll just call. Well, if anyone's got an ace or a 9, I'm not in a great position. I'll go ahead and check. Looking at 9s and 7s. I like this guy's avatar, the guy who just joined. Nice beard. I'll call the 150. I was hoping to hit a 7 there. I mean, I'm gonna fold. I think one of these players has got to have either an ace or a 9. Let's see. Yeah. King 2 suited, King 2 of diamonds. I'll call. Not much potential here. No flush potential with the diamonds. No straight potential, really. I guess if a 4-5 comes up, I'd hit it with the 2, but not much going for me here. Pair of queens. I would basically need a king to come up to feel like I possibly have the best hand. Bet is 150. I'm going to go ahead and fold. Yeah, 3 of a kind queens on the board. Well, if anybody has obviously a 6 is going to do it. Full house. Queens full of 6s. King 7 offsuit. I'm first to act. I'll go ahead and just call. Pair of 9s on the board with an ace. I don't like that flop. Well, let's try to bluff a little bit here. Let's bet the full pot. call from Queen E3. Quick call from Guests 161. And then 2 folds, and what do you know? I hit a pair of kings. So 2 pair kings and 9s for me with the ace kicker. Quick call from Queen E3. Let's see. And another quick call. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go all in. She calls. And we split. We both had a king. So we split the pot. All right. Still came out of that hand in the black. Glad I saw that to the end. I was worried maybe somebody had an ace or something, but it was ultimately good to take it to the limit. And I'm going to be aggressive again and raise 200 with a 5-6 suited, 5-6 of clubs. And here we go. What do you know? 5, 6, 7, 8. Straight draw, backdoor flush draw with the 7 of clubs, and also a pair of 6s. But I'm going to slow play it now and just check. I like this flop though. That's what I've been waiting to see this whole session. I will go ahead and call the bet of 450. Let's see what happens. 7s, so 7s and 6s for me. Still with the straight draw, flushes off the table. Looking for a 4 or a 9, and I get a jack. Well, let's bet 900. Yeah, there you go. I don't know why she called. She didn't really seem to have anything, but I won with my 6s and 7s, 2 pair. 6-4 offsuit. I'm gonna go ahead and sit this out. Although I guess I'm small blind, so I would only need another 50 to see the flop, assuming nobody raises. Let's see if Bud Snipper decides to raise here. My friend with the great beard. He just calls, so all I need to do is put up 50 to see a flop, assuming Queen E3 doesn't raise, and she doesn't. So there you go. And, you know, I have a pair of 6s. I'll just check. Let's see what happens. Bet is 200. Yeah, I'll call. Let's see the turn. Let's see the turn. 5. That doesn't really help me. Looking for either a 4 or another 6. Let's see if I can... I'm not going to call 1,000. If it's a 4 or a 6, I'll kick myself, but because I do think 2 pair or 3 of a kind is a pretty strong hand. Unless, of course, it's a club, and then the flush would be on the table. So, well, we'll never know. Moving on, 8-9 offsuit. I'll call the 100. Not much on this flop. Checks all around until the bet of 800. I'm gonna fold. There's just nothing really here for me. fives on the board. Flush potential with the spades. Looks like Bud Snipper's got something. Looks like there's some potential straight opportunity here if you have a 4 and a 6, but he just has the pair of 2, as does Queen E3. So 9-2 offsuit, I'll go ahead and fold. I'll go ahead and play a couple more hands here. See if I can play one more really exciting hand before I sign off. A couple of high cards on the board here. Ace, Queen. Queen E3 bets 1,750. It's down to her and Bud Snipper. See what he does. Moments like this, I wish I could see what the other players have, like when you watch the World Series of Poker, so I could properly give commentary. And here we are with a pair of 10s. All right, this is an exciting hand. Let's see. Did my computer freeze here? Why don't I have the... Oh, well. I might have wanted to raise, but that's okay. So I checked. Now I'll bet. Got some straight potential. Pretty strong pair. I'll bet the full pot, 350. She raises me to 700. I'll go ahead and call that. Oh boy, all right. 3 of a kind 10s, but the problem is if anyone's holding a jack, they've got the straight. So my 3 of a kind 10s aren't as strong as I wish they were. She bets 100. I'm gonna call. I mean, there's also 3 clubs on the board here. There's flush potential, there's straight potential. But you know what? I'm gonna go for it. I might not play this aggressively if it was real money, but I'll bet half the pot, $1,000. And hey, what do you know? I won, and she had the 4th 10. Unbelievable! Wow, my 3 of a kind was strong enough. All right, I'll play a couple more hands. I'm rejuvenated now. Queen 5 suited. Let's get aggressive again. Let's bet the full pot, 200. Five, 6. Backdoor straight potential here. Let's go again. Let's bet the full pot, 500. All right, now I'll just check. Five, 6. No, missing a 7 to have the straight. And the pair of jacks for Queen E3 is going to be good enough to win it. 4, 8 suited. I'll go ahead and call. Raise to 300 from Queen E3. Call from Detroit Dean, new player here. I'll go ahead and call as well. Backdoor flush draw. Inside straight draw. Let's see, 550. Detroit Dean's thinking about it. He calls to 550. Yeah, it's a fair price to see one more, I think. There's my flush draw, alive and well. queen e3. I'm going to get aggressive here. Let's take it to 800. And I don't hit the flush. Well, if queen e3 thinks I have a queen, she may not call, so I'll bet 2,200, but she had pocket aces, so, well, that was a miscalculated bluff on my part. Queen 10 offsuit, I'll call. I'll just do a couple more hands here. All right, I'll end on this one, whatever happens. I've got top pair with a queen kicker. I'll go ahead and raise it to 600. Still with the top pair on the board. There's a big bet from Detroit Dean of 2,100. I'll go ahead and just call that. Well, 4, 5, 6, 8. If he's holding a 7, he's got the straight. I'm just going to call. Let's see if my pair of 10s is enough. And it is. And he had a pair of 10s as well, but he only had a 9 kicker, so my queen ended up winning that for me. Ace-6 suited. I know I said the last one was my last hand, but this is a good hand, so I'll go ahead and play this. I'll play until I get a crappy hand that I just want to fold. So Ace-6 of clubs. I'll bet the full pot here. Got a straight potential with a 10. If a 10 comes up, I've got a high card. Pair of jacks with an ace. Let's go again. Let's bet half pot this time. Queen e3 folds. Ooh. All in from guest 231. Well, I have to assume that she has a jack, or she's been slow playing an ace-10 or something, so I'm just going to fold. Wouldn't be wise to call that. 6-3 offsuit is not a great hand, so I'm just going to fold, and that's gonna be it for me for tonight. So thank you all for listening and joining me for this session of poker. And if you'd like to hear more from me, or if there's anything specific you'd like to hear, go ahead and comment and like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll be back with some more content soon. Have a good night.